Thank you to SnakeStone97 for their generous donation as a YouTube member. If you'd like to join them in their generosity, the link to become a YouTube member is in the description, or you can click the join button down below. Hello everyone, my name is Deckerlink, the trained unprofessional, and welcome back to Tennis Ace. I can get a screen with as little information as this right now, but it is Tennis Ace, I promise. This is the newest Shoichi update. It came out like the day I recorded and said that it was going to go on like part-time status or something, and then immediately an update came out. So awesome. At least I'll know once I get through this, I'll be relatively caught up. I don't know why there's no overlay unless we're getting a perspective shift, which seems to be happening a lot in this game. But there you go. See if I need to do any of the YouTuber stuff beforehand. No, I don't like that. I don't like saying, before we get started, make sure you hit the like button, because what if you don't like it? So, like, what would be the fucking point? If you're a regular viewer of the channel, if you want to hit the like button, I'd appreciate that. Apparently there's a portion of the audience that watches these on a regular basis but is not subscribed. It'd be a lot easier for you if you were. But yeah, let's just get into it. Oh, and sorry if I sound a little off today. Kind of got a bit of a scratchy throat, a little bit of a cough. So here's hoping that's not fucking deadly. But here we go. Here's some dots. Dots. It's way too hot, even with the air conditioning on. Summer, you've only just arrived, and I already wish you would leave. Nope, it's just us. What the fuck was the point of the ominous-ass opening? Day 30, Shoichi's route. Day 30. Wow. This has been going for a while, hasn't it? First thing I noticed when I opened my eyes is how bright it is inside. I don't often think of it, but it's at times like these that I regret not putting curtains on my windows. My eyes hurt. What time is it? Judging by how bright it is, it can't be earlier than 9 a.m. It would be a crime for it to be this bright any earlier than that. I try feeling my way around the nightstand, searching for my phone while squinting and trying to get used to all this light. What? It's already 10 already! Holy crap, I overslept! Is that that surprising? I kept tossing and turning in bed for hours and couldn't make myself fall asleep. At some point, I think I just got tired, so tired that I passed out. But it was past 4 by then. Sounds very familiar. Actually, I'm still tired, but if I go back to sleep, I'll be staying in bed past noon, and that'd be pissing my day away. Shoichi didn't message me this morning either. Then again, he's probably excited about spending the day with his family after such a long time. It's not like missing a single good morning is that big of a deal. For the time being, I'll send him a basic message. Let him know I had trouble falling asleep, so he doesn't think I'm lazy by waking up this late. I should also make at least some kind of breakfast. Aki can't cook to save his life, and I don't know if Mom's even home right now. I wouldn't count on it, so I might as well cook. A few minutes later, after getting properly dressed, mostly so I wouldn't hear Aki complain over me walking around in underwear, I get downstairs to work on making something for breakfast. Instead, I'm immediately surprised by the sight of food carefully laid on the table and wrapped in plastic. Did Aki do this? No way. Grilled mackerel, rice, and miso soup. Aki doesn't even have the knife dexterity to probably cube tofu, let alone grill fish without breaking it into pieces. Was Mom here? That's a surprise. She only ever cooks once in a blue moon nowadays. Maybe she's taking Saturday off? There's no one in the living room or kitchen. When I go to check the entry hall, I note that both her shoes and her slippers are here. Curiouser and curiouser. Did aliens appear out of nowhere to abduct her? Or maybe she just poofed into thin air. If she's home, her slippers wouldn't be in the hall. At the same time, if she were outside, her shoes wouldn't be here either. I mean, the simplest and more logical explanation is that she bought new slippers or is using a different pair of shoes. Where's the fun in assuming that? Well, I guess I can check in after I've had breakfast. I talk to no one else in particular, merely vocalizing my thoughts so I can be a bit more secure in the plan of action. It'd be a waste of me to waste such a delicious-looking meal. You don't know if it's yours or not. Oh, man, don't just assume that food that's carefully laid out is for you. Judging from the 2 sets of plates and bowls in the drying rack, I'm guessing Aki and Mom had breakfast already. Which means all of this is for me. That's awesome. That's not a safe assumption to make. I mean, what's here is only really enough for a single serving, but if Aki hadn't eaten yet, I'd still share. Mom knows about my insomnia, so it's probably her idea to not wake me up. As I'm taking a seat on the counter, my phone buzzes inside my pocket, echoing that familiar messaging beep. When I pick it up, the first thing I see in the screen flashing a notification from a message Shoichi sent me. It took a little bit longer than I thought it would. He's probably out of the house by now, though. Let's see. Morning to you, too. Sorry I forgot to message. I'm with Mom and Hitoka in Tokyo. Hope you have a good day. I haven't forgotten about our date tomorrow. Look forward to it. Love you. I was not prepared to read that. What the fuck? Oh. I saw a pair of headlights angled right at me, and I was like, what the crippity crap? But no, it's just my neighbor backing into their alleyway driveway. He does say it often, but it catches me by surprise each and every time. I'll hold off on answering it for now. God damn it, now my face is red. Oh, Jesus, why does she look so upsetty spaghetti? Good morning, sweetie. I see you're finally up. Oh, hey, Mom. So you really were home after all. I knew there was no way Aki had made breakfast. Yes, I made grilled mackerel since I know it's one of your favorites. What? You didn't have to go through the trouble. It's no trouble. You're always taking care of your little brother and of the house. The least I can do is do something for you when I can. You already do. You work really hard to support us, and you even put up with me lazing around all the time the past few years. It's pretty unusual for you to be home. Did something happen? I suppose you could say that. Oh God, what is she hiding from us? What's that expression mean? Oh God, did she get fired? Mom grabs a pitcher of iced tea from the fridge, serving herself a glass full of it. I'm sure the face I made when I saw it must have been very amusing, because the next thing I know, she's giggling. I was going to ask if you wanted some, but I suppose I have my answer. Yeah. Well, I'll be going back to my room. I have some work I need to do. Huh? You're still working? I thought you had the day off. The day off from the office, sure. I still need to prepare a briefing and work on some documents for the office. Jeez, must be really tough having your job. It is, but I enjoy it. We're currently trying to incentivize a major restructuring in the Japanese legal and penal systems, so it's a lot of responsibility. Really? I don't know much about it. For your sake, I hope you'll continue not to know much. You don't need to. Huh. That doesn't sound ominous at all. If you need me, I'll be in my room, though. Aki-kun is studying, so try not to disturb him if you can help it. Of course, not a problem. Aki is studying, huh? What a shocker. And again, it doesn't bother me as much as it used to. I think I kept trying to convince him to slack off because I felt guilty for not taking my studies as seriously as I should. Seeing him be so serious about it just reminded me of how much I wasn't. Just one more thing to add to the list of complexes, I guess. I feel like I should try to study a little bit as well, if for no other reason than so I won't feel bad about it. But first, there's something else I need to get out of the way. I've been thinking to myself, but yesterday it got even more obvious to me. Dots. I have way too many things troubling me that I have no idea how to deal with. I need to ask someone for advice. God knows I've already been prodding left and right from help from both Haruki and Saya. Of course, there's no way I'm going to invite that guy into my house just to ask for help. If anything, he'd laugh in my face even if I even thought of it. But I was thinking to myself yesterday that it wouldn't hurt to ask Saya. I was afraid I'd lose my nerve come morning, but I somehow feel a lot better about the idea now. God knows there are things I can't talk to Shoichi about. That's why, Saya, you're up. She's not the type to sleep in super late, even on weekends. I'm sure she must be awake right now. Cleveland, well, this is unusual. The line connects the two of us in an instant, giving me nothing more than a soft click once Saya answers the phone, her voice echoing clearly from the other side of the line. Is that really necessary? This is an unnecessary line. This is why these recordings take for fucking ever. So much stuff gets said that doesn't really need to be said. Sorry, it's just between recording this game and extracurricular activities more often, I'm just realizing some of these days take for goddamn ever to get through. Yeah, I guess it is. You busy? Not right now. Did something happen? Would it be too much trouble to ask you to come over? Out of nowhere? What's going on? I need a reasonable and rational person to help me a bit with some stuff. Reasonable and rational? I think that's the first time you ever called me anything resembling that. In fact, I'm pretty sure you usually call me hysterical, violent, unreasonable. Okay, I was just trying to butter you up. I knew it. I only call you those things as a joke anyway. Not that they're not at least partially true. Look, Saya, it's just, I need advice, and you happen to be the only person I can ask this sort of thing to. So, if it's not too much trouble, could you come over so we can talk? Okay. So long as it doesn't take too long, it should be fine. I'm used to this. Used to this? What does that mean? By this, does she mean people asking for advice? To her? Seriously? Wait. I'm only doing this because I have very few close friends, so I suffer from a lack of options. What level of desperate does someone have to be to actually pick her as their first option for advice? Why, I wouldn't want to meet whoever that dysfunctional being is. It's Shoichi. I should be there in 10 minutes or so. Thanks, Saya. You're the best. Yeah, sure, I doubt you really think that. Depends on the subject. Without fail, Saya shows up exactly 10 minutes after saying she'd be leaving. She didn't even live that close by. How she managed it is a mystery to me. You're always really fast when it comes to coming over. Do you run or something? Yeah, I can't take too long here, after all. Can't? How come? It's a Saturday. I scheduled a half shift for today. Seriously? Do you have any days where you don't work? They work around my schedule a lot. Since we'll be away for a few days in the competition, at the end of the month, I wanted to get some extra shifts in. You really like making money, huh? I like my job too. It's relaxing. Huh? Relaxing? Walking around dressed like a maid and acting all moe? I don't know what that means. Are you mental? You can't be serious. Woman, you really are a mystery to me in general. So, what did you want to talk about? How about we go up to my room? Wow, secretive much? It's better to be safe than sorry after all. Where are Akiyoshi-kun and your mom, by the way? Is either of them home? They both are. Seriously? That's also very unusual. Right? Aki I can understand, but mom being home at this time of day is almost a miracle. Maybe I should go say hi? Aki is studying, and mom said she was working on some kind of super important brief for her work or something like that. I'm not too sure. That's so like them to be working even during their weekend. Cleveland-kun, are you sure you're related at all? You're nothing like them. Yes, I'm sure. I have the birth certificate to prove it. I'm just saying, maybe they switched you at birth or something. Did anyone do a DNA test? Just please be quiet. I lead Saya to my room. Although the house in general is pretty familiar to her, she still walks behind me diligently and politely without a fuss, letting me open the door for her and invite her inside before making any gesture or going inside. It's cleaner than last time. Excuse you, my bedroom is always clean. Last time I was here, there was a bunch of water stains on the floor. That's because you showed up out of nowhere while I was exercising. Of course I'd sweat on the floor while I was doing sit-ups. All right, then. We're here. Now tell me what's going on in that usually empty head of yours. Do you have to start things off by insulting me? Oh, fuck, I shouldn't. Okay, I gotta do it. Oh God. Bad idea. That was a bad idea. Dots. Whose idea was it to invite you here again? Oh, come on, don't look so serious. I was just trying to brighten the mood a bit. The mood is plenty bright enough without you needing to insult me, thank you very much. Okay, sorry. You don't look sorry at all, but whatever. Like I said, there's some stuff that's been bothering me for a while now. I've been mostly keeping it to myself, but it's getting a bit overwhelming, I guess. Of course it is. If you just bottle shit up, it'll never get fixed. I don't know. Worked pretty well for me the past 3 years. Obviously it didn't, you delusional cunt. You can talk to me. I'll try my best to be helpful. Just keep in mind I need to leave in about 40 minutes or so. Oh. I don't know if that's enough time for me to talk about everything. I mean, there are a few different things I wanted to ask her about. The most important ones are about how to deal with Shoichi being too affectionate and, for lack of a better word, horny with me. The other was just wanting to come clean about the college offer and getting her take on it. I don't know if 40 minutes would be enough to even talk about one of those properly. But I just pick one and ask her about it. Whatever. I can get even just... If I can even get just one thing off my shoulders, I'll be able to deal with the other one with a much clearer head. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, wow. This is an interesting choice. I'm really curious about this one. Personally, I would choose the college offer because I think the relationship advice is something that you should talk to Shoichi about mostly, but this college offer is more to do with Saya specifically, and it is rather important. So if you only have the choice of one of these things, or if you could do both, I would still lead with college offer. But let me know in the comments which one you would pick. I'm not ending the episode here. I just want to know which one you would rather picked. So I'm going to go with the college offer, but I did save. So just in case that was the wrong thing to do, I'll go with that. College offer. Part of me wants to ask for relationship advice, but while I'd love to have a third-party opinion on this, I think Saya-chan might not be the right person to ask. She's already way too invested in our relationship, even though we've barely started dating. Not to mention that Shoichi apparently confides in her somewhat often, given that she already knew that he liked me for years. She might not be the safest person to ask. On the other hand, there's the matter of the college offer that's been on my mind for a while now. I try to shake it off, but no matter how much I try, it keeps occupying my thoughts. So, I'm not sure how to say this. I think you're the person whose opinion I need the most on this, but I've afraid to mention it so far. Whoa, that sounds important. What's going on? Well, remember that hypothetical scenario I asked you about whether you get any scholarship requests from college before? Yeah, what about it? Truth is, I actually got one a bit ago. I never even stopped to think about it, but I guess college scholarships really are a thing that exists. Katsuragi-sensei pulled me aside to let me know about that a college in Canada reached out to the school to offer me a scholarship, and The numbers were so generous they made my head spin. Oh, I guess that explains why you asked me about it earlier. Yeah, I never thought of going to college before. It never crossed my mind since my plans were already set, but when she started going over the numbers and how generous the offer was, I admit that I second-guessed myself. And then when I asked you about it, you mentioned how you got offers yourself too, and that you ignored them all since you didn't want to leave me alone when you and I had planned on going pro together. I felt horrible once I heard that. I can see why you came to me. Oh, this is it. This is when she's going to get really angry with me, isn't it? She'll tell me just how terrible I am for even considering it, isn't she? Of course she's not. Come on, I'm expecting it. Lay it on me. Hey, Cleveland-kun, is this something you want? I don't know. Katsuragi-sensei ran me through the numbers, how good their training program is in that college, coaches and installations I'd have access to, but I didn't know who to talk to about it. What about Shoichi? Come on, be real. You know how Shoichi is. He'd pressure me into it just because it's me going to college. He wouldn't even think about it for a second before going back to his usual pushy self. I guess that's true. But even then, you should still talk about it with him. Why? It'll just cause a fight. You don't know that it will. You're just assuming it's the case, and even if it would, this is way too big a secret for you to be keeping like that. Once you two are dating, that means any decisions about the future are going to affect him. Where you go and what you do, you do know that your choice will be important to him too. Don't you think he deserves to know? I hate when she's all logical and thoughtful like this. I know that. I know I shouldn't be keeping it a secret, but it's just easier to keep a secret than to have an awkward, tense conversation. Then what's the point of even dating if you're going to be keeping huge secrets from each other? This is your future. This is a huge decision. You should at least know that you're thinking of it, even if you don't give him a choice in it. I know. It's not like I'm stupid, okay? It's just hard. Just bringing myself to having this conversation was already really difficult. It's awkward, it's uncomfortable, it's scary. I know it's stupid of me, but I prefer hiding away in my comfort zone. What, you gonna clam up and go quiet now? It's not like that. At least say something. Like what? What am I supposed to say in this situation? Give me the words then, because I really don't know. I also know it's horrible of me to even ask about it. I know I shouldn't be considering it. It would mean leaving you alone and breaking our agreement. It'd be a horrible thing to do. Oh, I don't care. Huh? Wait, that came out a bit wrong. It's not like I don't care, but more like I don't mind. No, it's not that I don't mind. It's more like... What? I don't even know what I'm supposed to be thinking right now. Is this or is this not bad? Well, I more or less just want to say that you can do whatever you want to do. You don't have to stick to a plan just because of me. But you're counting on me. So what? You could stand to be a bit more selfish sometimes. Excuse me, weren't you the one lecturing me just a week ago because I am too selfish when it comes to tennis? Yeah. Which is it? If it's important to you, you should obviously consider it. It's your future we're talking about. Although I would definitely argue with you if you came up to me asking if you could quit tennis altogether. Then where does this line get drawn? Where does the line get drawn? That's hard to say. I asked you here to make things easier for me, not the other way around. At least give me a goddamn straight answer. I mean, if we're just talking about course correction, it should be fine for you to do whatever you want. It's only if you decide to quit tennis that it'd become an issue. But But that's a really forgiving stance to have. How could you just agree with it so easily? It would ruin your plans. What are you talking about? Why would it ruin my plans? You asking me that for real? We're going to share an apartment together, rent, groceries, training, all of that? If I'm not there, that means you'd have to look for someone else to be your roommate, since we both knew the money we'd be working part-time wouldn't cover expenses. Cleveland-kun, I think you're not getting what I'm saying at all there, I hear. I think that you're not getting I think you're not getting what I'm saying at all here. Then please, enlighten me. Why are you acting like I'd be alone at all? If you're gonna go to college in Canada, I'll just follow you. That should be a given. What's with that reaction? What do you mean you'd follow me? I mean exactly what I said. It should be obvious. Well, it's not obvious to me. Are you serious? You're an idiot. What the fuck? You're not actually going to make me say it, are you? I have no clue what it is supposed to be. You're my partner. Of course I'll go wherever you go. I decided that a long time ago. Oh, that was, you couldn't see it because of the fucking microphone, but I was hard thumping. I can't believe you made me say that. But why? Why would you do that? Because shouldn't I do that? God's sakes, woman, are you completely incapable of giving me a straight answer? Why does every question get answered with another question? Why? Because you're a fantastic player in your own right. You don't need to tie yourself down to me. You can go wherever you want and do well. Yeah, I know. Then why? It's not like I'm deciding that because I think I need you or something. I just can't imagine going through this without you by my side. It's fine if you can, but that's not the case for me. And as far as I'm concerned, no one is a bigger monster than you. And I'm saying this while also being 100% sure how good I am. That's insane! You have no logic at all! No, I totally do. Really? Then give me one good reason why you'd choose to do this. I don't want to. That your way is saying that you don't have one? I mean, of course you don't. You're already way better than me. There's zero reason for you to be depending on me. That's not true! Now you're just throwing a tantrum because you don't want to be wrong. Stop looking at me like you don't believe me. I don't believe you. You're cruel. Cruel? How on earth am I cruel? You're the one spouting nonsense here. Fine. You want the truth? I'll tell you my reason. Be my guest. You're the reason I can try so hard and be so confident in myself. I know we'll eventually go our separate ways when it comes to tennis. We're both singles players after all, but I wanted to keep playing by your side for a bit longer. What? What? That's ridiculous. You're way better than me. Yeah, I'm better than you right now. So what? That has nothing to do with it. You might not remember it, but I didn't really care all that much about tennis when we first met. I just played because my parents put me up to it. It was watching you and practicing side by side with you that I fell in love with tennis. Jeez, why do you have to be this clueless? I'm sure I'm not the only one. There are a lot of players our age all around Japan that looked up to you and worked hard because they wanted to be like you. You're a lot of people's idol. I'm sorry, my brain is totally frozen right now. I know I'm popular. I know that. Even if the volume of sports magazine reporters and whatnot interviewing me has gone down in the recent years, I still get bugged by them emailing me or showing up to competitions on the regular. But come on, why would other players care? Aren't I supposed to be just another rival? How would I ever be responsible for making someone love tennis? That makes no sense. You're an idiot. What did I do? I'm saying you're an idiot because you're an idiot. That's that. End of story. Idiot, idiot, idiot. Ow, ow, ow. Stop punching my shoulder. Aren't you trying to break my arm? Stop that. This is your fault for making me say that much, you dumbass, clueless moron. Stop it, this hurts. I didn't even do anything. Stop rampaging. She stopped. She calmed down all of a sudden. I don't get it. Your personality really is warped nowadays. What the hell does that even mean? Don't make me punch you again. What did I do? I feel so lame now. I can't tell how your mind works at all. The feeling is mutual. So you can't tell how your mind works either. That would explain a lot. Being glared at is really uncomfortable, you know. You shouldn't give me reason to glare at you then. You're the one who invited me over to ask for my opinion and then acted all difficult about it. You're at fault here. Just because I asked for your opinion doesn't give you a pass to be all Saya about it. Then again, if you tried being all nurturing and caring about it, it would probably grind my gears even more. Why did I invite you here in the first place? Seems like no matter what, I'd have ended up annoyed by you. Huh. I really am a pain in the ass sometimes, aren't I? Well, if that will be all, I really need to get going. Sorry for taking up so much of your time when you're busy. It's fine. I prefer you asking for help than you sulking around over a problem that has an easy fix. I don't do that sort of thing. Sure. I hate you. Love you too. Anyway, I need to get going. Can you walk me out? Sure. Least I could do. Oh, hey. Going down to the living room, Sai and I come across the sight of Aki on the couch with a controller in his hands. Man, I rarely see him actually playing a game lately. That's an unusual sight. Done studying? Yeah. I finished all my homework. Wait, Sayane? Hey there, Aki-kun. Since when have you been here? Saya puts a thing to her lip. A thing? What? What thing? Echoing a long, drawn-out humming sound inside her mouth. Not that long. I just dropped by real quick because Cleveland-kun needed my help. No fair. How come no one told me? I wanted to hang out with Sayane too. Sorry. Cleveland-kun told me you were studying in your bedroom and I didn't want to bother. That would have been fine. Really? Because you always get pissy when I interrupt you while you're studying. That's because you're you. Sayane is Sayane. I'm sensing a fair bit of favoritism here, and I don't like it. Well, she's got tits. Get over it. I realized how out of context that could sound really bad. What I meant by that is that Aki is a kid starting puberty, and obviously he'd be more interested in, one, someone he doesn't see every day, and two, Sayane is a female, and if he happens to have that orientation, obviously, there you go. God, I remember when I was going through puberty, my mind was like totally fucking just a million places all at once, and most of them were trying to get a date. It's dumb. Maybe we should set a date for me to swing by and all three of us can hang out together like we used to. Really? Hey, I'd love that. Aw, are you excited to hang out with your Sayane? Or nay, I don't know how it's probably... Yeah! Are you two done yet? Don't be like that. There's no need to sulk. Thank you for coming over. It was lovely to talk to you, and I really appreciate the help. Hope you have a good day at work. Yada, yada, yada. Bye, Saya. I start pushing her out the door, causing Saya to laugh while offering no resistance. You're not supposed to be laughing, damn it. Man, you're really jealous. Out! Quickly push Saya out in the entry hall, out the door, slamming it behind her. To the sound of Saya laughing from the other side. As soon as I step back into the living room, Aki giggles, smirking at me with the same smug look Saya gave me. Are you actually jealous? That's really funny. I will push you out the door too, don't test me. I have the key. I should have dropped you on the street inside an Adopt Me box when I had the chance years ago. Lucky you're cute sometimes. I'm going back to my room. Really? Don't you want to play a game or something? I feel like playing. No. What, are you actually upset because I called you jealous? No, not that. I just know I need to get some studying done, and if I start playing, I won't. Damn, that's weird to hear coming from you. It's like we switched places or something. Not your mouth. What? All I said was damn. And you're too young to be saying stuff like that. I take it back. We're right back to normal now. Enjoy your games. I'm gonna go get this done before I manage to come up with another reason to delay. Okay. Come join me when you're done. Sure. I'll be a couple hours, though. I can wait. Now I've got some really good incentive to get that done quickly. I can't let myself be left behind by Aki. Jesus. I need to keep giving him a good example as his older brother. Which means studying right now. Man, I'm awesome. I should earn a award for being a great older brother or something. What the fuck? But it's good to have some time to digest the stuff Saya said to me. I definitely have a lot to think about. Hey, it's the next day. His transition is always broken. All right. So day 31 will be on the next episode. Thank you all very much for joining me on this particular one for day 30 of Shoichi's route. I believe this day will be the day we have a date with Shoichi. So join me on the next episode when that comes out. If you liked this game and want to play it for yourself, the link to that is in the description down below. It's free and it's in development, so be patient with it. Down below as well are all the links to my social media places and various ways to support me. Patreon, Ko-fi, PayPal. I even have an Amazon wish list now. If you want to buy stuff from a dog, I'll let him know that you bought it for him. Got some treats and stuff on there. Also some stuff for me. It's an Amazon wish list. Thanks to the people in the census for making me feel better about setting that up, by the way. I was kind of self-conscious about it. There are buttons down below to indicate whether you like this episode or not. Like the like or dislike buttons. And subscribing, of course, is always an option if you want to watch more videos like this and watch the next episode, which will be the date with Shoichi, presumably. I never played past this point in this game before, obviously. But anyway, thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, I have been the trainer professional. Or not. Bye, everyone!